Okay, good morning. This is my video on how to make reels that aren't going to be absolutely obliterated by the Instagram algorithm. I'm also filming on my iPad. Hello, iPad. So the video quality is going to randomly, disintegrate occasionally. Because, as you can see, the iPad is really old and its video quality is, absolute shit. But I need two cameras and I only have one phone, so, that's how it is. Okay, so the first part is you get your phone and you go on Instagram Reels and you get some free scrolling time. Wow, ignore all those weird things I'm doing with my mouth. But yeah, you just kind of go until you find a reel with an idea that you like or an audio that you like. I try not to copy ideas from other reels, but the way it works is copying audios. So you could borrow an audio from a reel and change the idea slightly, or sometimes you'll get inspired by something, I don't know. But you're just gonna go until you have a good idea, and then, so to save the sound, you're gonna scroll down, hit the screen record button, and once it's basically one, you scroll up, and then you can screen record the audio off of the reel. This is just to save it to your main phone. If you're only editing your video on Instagram, then you can basically just press the use audio button the same way most people, like a normal person would. But because I'm editing on a different program, I have to do this. So that's how you save the audio. So this next part is the fun part. I'm gonna show you what I do to set up my phone. Ooh, infinite mirror. Okay, so, but basically what I do is I'm gonna press the timer button. Come here. And set a 3-second timer. You also have to make sure your volume is up for when you're doing any sort of lip sync, especially, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to hear what you're fucking trying to say. I'm gonna put you over here so you can see me doing the acting. Now, the acting part of these is, it's not tricky, it's pretty easy. You just kind of have to overact what you would normally already be doing. I'm gonna, record 2 versions and, show you the difference in between, acting like you do on stage versus acting the way you want to for, a reel.
Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I toe the line as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back on where I failed, and in every place I checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect. Now you call me.
So that's what you're gonna get if you try to record it the same way you would record a movie or acting for a movie that way. But for reels, you want to act more the way that you would for theater, where the audience is farther away, so they can't see you as well, so you need to act more over the top for your message to come through, like you're a cartoon character, because it's way more entertaining to an audience for whatever reason.
Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I toe the line as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back on where I failed, and in every place I checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect. Now you call me immoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you've got something to say, name a time and place, face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Burr.
Mr. Vice President.
You're also probably going to want to take a few tries to film it correctly until you have a product that you're satisfied with. Okay, a lot of this time lapse is me fixing my hair, but my point still stands. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is screen record my own video just so that I can get the exact audio that I used. And then I'm going to press the save button. Okay, so now that I have all of those videos, I'm going to pick out the best one, which is normally the one that I just recorded and saved. And I'm going to edit it together with the audio and any text that I want to put on in CapCut, which is currently being taken over by our AI overlords. So I'm looking for new editing software as soon as possible. But that's where we are right now. If you, like, have to, you can use, like, WeVideo, I guess. But, until I find another free editing software, I just have to dodge every AI-generated bullet. So that's where we are with that, I guess. I also forgot to say, when you're doing, like, captions or something, you want to pick, like, something that, you know, something that you're passionate about, obviously, but also something that's, like, popular, I guess, in, like, I'm doing this one about, like, using AI for homework and shit, so you wanna, like, pick something that other people are gonna look at and be like, oh, yeah, that's relatable, and if they're not gonna, or, like, I agree with that, and if they're not gonna be like, oh, I agree with that, they're gonna be like, I hope you die, which, you know, obviously you don't want people commenting on your video saying, I hope you die, but it does boost the video when a bunch of losers come onto your video and are like, you have a terrible opinion. I'm gonna call all of my other friends with terrible opinions to leave comments that say you have a terrible opinion. That's free comments. Now, I'm not saying you should, like, intentionally post things that are gonna make people mad, but it's free real estate. Nobody wants those comments, but hey, if you get them, remember that all they are doing is boosting your video in the algorithm. Instagram sees a video that has a shit ton of comments and they're like, oh wow, people must really like this video. We're gonna share it to more people so that Instagram as an app gets more popular. This is for voiceover, but I also think, using, like, Hamilton audios and stuff, or audio from, I don't know, something that's pretty popular at the time, is going to be really helpful for you. Hamilton always works for some reason because, you know, it's politics and also musical theater, and people love politics and musical theater. And then once you're done with, like, editing and all that, you can add special effects if you want to add special effects. But then you post it and you wait a little while. You have to do the tags thing. And if you do get a hate comment, if you're uncomfortable with it, like, you just delete it, report it, delete it, because it's your video, you have control over what's in the comments. But if you're like, it's not a big deal, it's gonna boost my video anyway, just leave it alone. Start liking comments that appear early. And you wait. It's not guaranteed, but it's what I do, and I've been doing pretty good numbers. So, yeah, good luck. Okay. This is my video on how to make, wow, my hand's shaking, okay. Okay, so now that I have, all those videos, I'm gonna pick out the best one, which is probably the one that I just recorded and saved, and edit it together in CapCut, which is currently being taken over by our